Hello, this is CDL University. I'm Darin Miller. We're coming to you with another edition of Tuesday Truths. Hey, we've got we've got some really important things to talk about today. I came in and I was going to talk a little bit about what we talked about last week because cost for your value is really important. And that is something that we all need to look at before we just ask what the price is. But then I started talking to my producer right when I got in this seat, and he reminded me of some things that I think I'm going to visit with that about that a little bit this morning. But here's the deal: at CDL University, what we do every day is we train people how to get their commercial driver's license. And what that does is that gives them the ability to go down and pass a test to get their driver's license to embark on a brand new career opportunity. And we were visiting a little bit about this just a few minutes ago. And what does that really mean? Well, I was in an industry for, years and years and years, and I learned some skills in that industry, and I left that industry as an absolute expert. But I couldn't take the knowledge that I learned over all of those years and then have my own business or have the ability for me on my own to go compete in that industry. And that's not a real career opportunity. And we're talking about, I had a career I basically had a job in, with a couple of, with actually three different Fortune 500 companies. And that whole spin on all of that was, you really have a career here. Well, no, I didn't have a career. I had an ability in those companies to climb the ladder if I wanted to climb the ladder, but I couldn't take those skills and I couldn't take them on my own, and I couldn't make more money in that industry if I did it independently. At CDL University, the greatest thing that we do here is we help people get involved in a real career opportunity for themselves. And what am I talking about? Well, here's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about people that come in here that literally have the ability, once they learn the profession, to go out and make millions of dollars a year. I have all kinds of stories of people that have owned trucking companies that have made tons of money that come back in here because they've spent the time managing their business and they let their CDL, they let the due date of keeping their CDL up, they let that expire. So they automatically got download or downgraded to a Class D driver's license like the rest of us have. So they come back in here and they get their CDL. And but here's the deal: they've made millions of dollars. I mean, millions of dollars. All right. I had a guy come in that about 3 Fridays ago that came in that had went through my school previously about 9 months before. And he stopped by just to tell me that he went to work for an organization for 6 to 8 months and he learned the business. And now he owns 3 trucks. And the guy is making a great living. Well, that's what this industry is about. This industry is giving you the opportunity to learn the industry. And then if you want to, you can take that and you can make additional money with the expertise that you've learned in the industry. And you can set up your own business or you can do whatever you want to in this massive industry. It's the number one industry in the United States of America today. If you want to go make money, this is the best place to go. And like I've always said, this is not a lifetime decision. It's not something where I say this is just cut and dry. Okay, I'm going to do this and this is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. No, it's not like that. If I want to go make money and I want to put some money in my bank account for a year, I can do it in this industry. If I've got couples that have gone on 2 4 year plans and they paid off their homes and they put money in the bank that gives them the ability to make a decision on what they want to do in life and to live a better financial life. Money's not everything, but it does help. us do some things that in this world to make things easier and maybe have a little bit more fun. But here at CDL University, what we're really concerned about is this. We're really concerned about you and your future. And the way we prove that is we prove it every day by we deliver on the product that we offer. And it's more important for us to do what we say we're going to do. So when you come in here, we will make sure that we do our very best to help you get your commercial driver's license. Now, people say to me all the time, Darin, can you promise me that? Darin, can you promise me a job? Darin, can you? And I have to laugh. And it's not being rude or anything, but I I got to laugh because listen, as a young man, I went to a lot of interviews and said something stupid, and guess what? I didn't get the job. That's all on me. So here's the thing. The thing is, here at CDL University, like we've talked many weeks before, numbers don't lie. They don't lie. So we keep our numbers small and we keep our numbers down so that you get the correct training that you need to be successful when you get that CDL, to be prosperous in the industry that you're going to make money in. CDL University is committed to helping you succeed. As long as you come to our school and as long as you do what we ask you to do, we're going to stick with you until you get your CDL. Now, is that a commitment that other schools make? No, because nobody can make that commitment when their numbers don't match up with what they're telling you that they're going to do. So when you go out, the best thing you can do if you're going to enroll in a school and you're going down this path and you want to find information about how this is accomplished, is show up to that school, look on their yard, look how many students they have enrolled, look at the amount of equipment they have, and I'm telling you right now, numbers don't lie. You have to drive a truck to learn to drive a truck. So that's one thing that I wanted to tell you today. This industry, if you're successful coming into it, it's going to change your life. And it's changed many people's lives that have come through CDL University. And we're thrilled about that. The second thing is that you really need to look at the value that you're paying for, because you don't. There's what kind of reference do you have if you just ask how much something costs and you don't know what you get for that amount of money? My competitors out there, in reality, if they have a 160-hour course, which most major trucking companies want you need to have a 160-hour training certification or certificate. If they have a 160-hour program and they're setting you in a class to get your permit for a week, then they're absolutely shortening your training. It takes 4 weeks to learn to drive a truck. I don't care what anybody says, it takes 4 weeks to drive a truck when you get into a CDL program to help you get your CDL. You ask truck drivers in the industry, and they think 4 weeks of training is so ridiculously short that they just shake their head. All right. So what I'm telling you is there's a reason. There's a reason it takes 4 weeks. The reason is this: that it takes 21 days to have a habit, to create a habit. In truck driving, when we talk about clutching, we talk about shifting. It's going to take you to have a habit with muscle memory to be able to do that, so you can be observant while you're driving the truck. Because what this industry is totally about, and what people hire off of, is if you've trained to be a safe driver. If other schools don't give you the time in the cab, and they don't give you the experience that you need, and they don't give you the proper training to be a safe driver, your career is going to get off to a rocky start. Here at CDL University, we do everything to counter that. Not only do we care about your time and your investment here, we care about your future. That's why we do things right. That's why we don't shortchange you. That's why we help you get your permit before you even get into our course. We have a system that's better than anyone else's out there. But we help you do that because we know it's going to take 4 weeks of training. We've talked in the past about how people are trying to, in this industry, are trying to slash the price. But nobody can afford to slash the price if they're going to give you proper training. If they've cut the price out, that means that they've shortened the amount of time that you're in a truck. And so I would suggest that a very wise thing to do was go to these schools and look at these schools and literally leave there with the detail of how they do things and how they maximize your time in the truck. It's been great talking to you today. Look, I'd love to talk to you more. My phone number is 405 702 4333, or you can hit us on the web at cdluniversity.org. cdluniversity.org. We want you to come in to talk to us because we want you to know how this works. We will show you how this works to the very detail. All right? Then we're going to give you time to make a good decision with it. Nobody's going to twist your arm. We don't have salesmen here that are going to set you down and try to get you to sign some papers before you leave. We're totally against that. The people that come to our school, they want to get their CDL. We want you to get your CDL too here at CDL University. Thank you for listening to us on Tuesday Truths today. We'll have another one for you next week. And I'm going to leave you with this. I can't help you if I don't know you. Good day.